What's up, guys? Today we're starting with Ilia Topuria, who has made his first public appearance since his brutal loss. After weeks out of the spotlight, Topuria was seen having dinner with his close friend, Spanish singer Omar Montes. Looking at the photo, he appears to have recovered well and looks much healthier than he did immediately after the fight. Topuria's manager also shared an encouraging update, confirming that the former champion has fully recovered. The biggest positive is that there was no orbital bone displacement, meaning he avoided serious facial damage. Instead of surgery, his recovery simply required time, with doctors expecting his face to heal completely within 6 to 8 weeks. Now, Topuria's team is already planning his return. Their goal is for him to fight again in December, although if that timeline doesn't work, they are targeting an early 2027 comeback instead. Their preferred opponent is Justin Gaethje, as they want an immediate rematch and a chance for Topuria to redeem himself after his disappointing defeat. However, that rematch is far from guaranteed. Justin Gaethje has already made it clear that he is not focused on fighting Topuria again right now. Instead, he is closely watching the upcoming Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway matchup. If McGregor wins that fight, Gaethje has said he would rather face Conor than return to a rematch with Topuria. That means Topuria's future plans could depend heavily on what happens at UFC 329. Meanwhile, former UFC champion Kamaru Usman shared his thoughts on Topuria's loss. According to Usman, this defeat could end up being one of the most important moments of Topuria's career. He believes that experiencing a major setback at this stage could help Topuria grow, learn valuable lessons, and eventually come back as an even stronger and more complete fighter.
Missing from what we do is the spiritual aspect of this. I think Ilia I don't think it was a mistake. Ilia did everything he needed to do to learn the lessons he needed to learn. Now, if that makes him the best ever, that's hopefully we'll see what that happens. It's already written. In order for you to learn that about yourself, you needed to go through something like this. And so he did exactly what he needed to do. For Justin to make a statement like that, he needed to go through the 1 second knockout by Matt. He needed to go through being subbed by Khabib. You needed to feel all of those things to have the greatness, to have a moment like
history supports that idea. Many fighters return stronger after painful defeats. Justin Gaethje is a perfect example. After Max Holloway knocked him out, many doubted him. Instead, he bounced back stronger and delivered one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. Time will tell if Topuria does the same.
I hope nothing but the best for him.
Yeah.
He's very, very skilled. He's got the skills to beat any of these guys. But yeah.
Entertainment, so.
I'm excited to watch.
Trevor Whitman praised Alexander Topuria for protecting his brother after Ilia's tough loss. He said it takes real courage to know when a fighter has had enough. Whitman also respected Alexander for not letting Ilia hide under his jacket after the fight.
Brother did the right thing and stopped the fight. I didn't hear what he said until I understood the language where he was like, he said it a certain way, and the third time I heard it, I was
So
like,
we're gonna finish the fight.
we're gonna finish the fight. And he was talking to the ref. He wasn't talking to Ilia. So I took it as Ilia was like, dude, I can't go on. And when you hear that from your athlete, you have to make that right choice. I'm like, do we take more damage or do we go on? So look at me.
Nothing.
Okay, it's over. It's over. Stop it. Yeah. I'm always there to protect my athletes, and it's very nice to be able to work with people that have the same goals as me. My goals is I'm never going to be a champion. I'm a championship coach, but I'm not a champion. And being able to work with people that want to chase things like that, I get so much joy out of it. Seeing the concern in his brother's eye and the way his brother was pulling the hood off, like, bro, don't be embarrassed. You fought your ass off. Like, that is special. That is like, everybody's making fun of like the way he was putting a hood over his head. When you're down, you're down. And, you know, again, to be at the level that he is at took the most courage to get to that point. And what he's done to the guys prior to us. His brother was telling him, pull that off, dude. Like, don't be down, we lost. And when you lose a round doesn't mean you lose a fight. When you win, you know, when you lose a fight doesn't mean you lose your opportunity for a championship.
It will take Ilia to get back to fighting again after such a loss.
Ilia's he's gonna be in a good position. He has faith. He has a strong team. And that's a lot of what it takes. He has a work ethic. I think he's honest with himself. Ilia and I, we share the same agent, and we were talking about him earlier today. And what I heard was that he's humble, that he is honest. He realized that he just didn't perform well, and I think that's the #1 step of getting back into the ring in a healthy way. It's the guys that make excuses. That's when it's hard to come back and win that rematch. Guys who just say, you know what, I could have did better. I could have done more. Honesty with yourself is the key to MMA. Knowing exactly who you are, what you've done, what you haven't done. You can't lie once you get in that cage. What's real will come to the light.
Ian Machado Gary is preparing for the biggest fight of his career against Islam Makhachev at UFC 330. Gary says he doesn't want an early knockout. Instead, he wants to dominate Makhachev for 4 rounds and leave no doubts about who the better fighter is.
Ideal scenario, I want a 4th round finish. I don't want any early knockout, because then there's ifs, buts, maybes, there's excuses. I want 4 rounds of domination, and in that 4th round, I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to do it now. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to finish him. I'm going to open the door, I'm going to walk him into my traps, and I'm going to take his head clean off his shoulder.
Daniel Cormier believes Ian Machado Gary is taking a risky approach. Reacting to Gary's plan to finish Islam Makhachev in the 4th round, DC said he dislikes that mindset. He believes trying to predict a finish against a dominant champion like Makhachev is a dangerous mistake.
Person is misguided in their thoughts, and when they're misguided in their thoughts, they set themselves up for a very, very bad night or a bad result. I'm not saying Ian Gary cannot beat Islam Makhachev. What I'm saying is you got to take that as it comes. You can't try to say, I want to beat the number 1 fighter in the world in a certain round because I don't want it to be a fluke. If you win, it does not matter how you win. It does not matter how you...
Despite the criticism, Ian Machado Gary believes he can shock the world. He says he is inspired by Sean Strickland and Justin Gaethje, who proved that major upsets are possible. Gary believes he can do the same against Islam Makhachev.
Seen some huge upsets. I mean, Sean Strickland, Justin Gaethje winning title fights that nobody thought they were going to win. Surely you're looking at that and just drawing inspiration from that.
If people think, when Sean Strickland goes out and beats Khamzat Chimaev and upsets the apple cart in what no one expected, no one can sit here and think that it's impossible that I can beat Islam Makhachev. If anything, I'm a far more dangerous threat. I'm far more complete, and I have way, way, way more ways of winning that fight. I am the most dangerous opponent for Islam Makhachev, and it's my job to go out and prove that on August 15th.
Many fans laugh at Gary's confidence, believing he has no chance. But MMA has shown time and time again that anything can happen. Gary is a dangerous fighter, and one punch can change everything. Meanwhile, Daniel Cormier claimed a promotion offered him and John Jones a 7-figure payday for a 6-minute wrestling match, but said Jones rejected it because he believed he would lose.
It wouldn't be RAF because they can't afford to pay it. But there's an organization that offers us both 7 figures for a 6-minute match. He will not do it. I'm telling you guys, he will not do it. I'm telling you, and I'm not lying. I went through the negotiations and I said, if he wrestles me, I'll do it. I said, but it's going to be 10-0. I'm going to tech him. I said, but unfortunately, he knows it's going to be 10-0, so he won't do it. So I said, how about we do a grappling match? He said, no, only submissions. I said, well, why don't we do points, right? Where we win. I don't want to be tied at the end. No points, only submissions. So he won't do it. He won't compete with me in anything that he thinks there's a chance he will lose in. So give up on the John Jones thing. He's not going to do.
You already know. Dustin Poirier recently had a difficult situation after being arrested for public intoxication at the Atlanta airport following an argument with police. After the body cam footage surfaced, Poirier admitted he made a mistake and said he needs professional help adjusting to life after retirement. UFC veteran Matt Brown believes Dustin's honesty is the first step toward recovery and expects him to be just fine.
You know, what his mental health is. I think he's perfectly fine. Right, and he recognized it too. He recognized the problem. He said, "I need help," and that tells me, like, okay, like what they say in AA, like acceptance is the first step or whatever. Okay, he accepts it. He knows where he's at. Like, he's going to be fine. Like, I don't think this is a big story. I don't think it's a big problem. And that's where I go to look at, like, that does not, to me, that does not define Dustin Poirier. Like, I think, you know, at least, again, I don't know him personally, but I know who I believe Dustin Poirier is, and I don't think that person is gone. I think he's still a good dude. I think he's an intelligent enough guy. Like, we hear him speaking, like, he's not like punch drunk or anything. He had a fucking bad night, and airports suck anyway. You know, if this becomes a common thing, you know, like others in the sport, where things like this become common news, then, you know, we should probably have more public conversation about, you know, this person needs help or something. I think he's going to be perfectly.
Max Holloway showed nothing but respect for Dustin Poirier following the airport incident. When asked about the situation, Holloway stayed supportive, saying everyone makes mistakes and expressing confidence that Poirier will overcome this difficult chapter in his life.
I talked in the video, bro. I mean, no thoughts really, man. No, it's just is what it is. I post on top of IG, and it looks like he's gonna go get some help, but it's tough, man. You know, it's tough. And I think Dustin's going to recover, bro. I think he'll be fine. Just sad to see, bro.
Conor McGregor is trending after a video surfaced that has fans talking. Many believe he's destined for a full-time Hollywood career. The clip looks so convincing that people can't decide whether it's high-quality AI or simply an incredible acting performance by McGregor himself.
You talking to me? We're together, me and you. Talking to me? You're talking to me? You're doubting me? That they'll only be true.
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao recently shared a video of himself enjoying a friendly dinner with Conor McGregor, delighting fight fans. Jorg Masvidal didn't hold back when predicting the Conor McGregor vs. Max Holloway rematch. Speaking on the Deep Waters podcast, the former BMF champion confidently picked Holloway, saying, "I think Max smokes him like a brisket."
Lifestyle, I don't give him a chance against Max, because Max does live that lifestyle. You know, we see it day in and day out. Max lives that lifestyle, has lived that lifestyle for the 5 years that Conor stepped away. Max only competed against the world's best every time out. There isn't a time where I can think like Max is not fighting the toughest guy available to him or the #1 guy in the division or the division above. To think that he has victories over a lot of these top-notch guys in these last 5 years just shows that not only is he doing it, but he's doing it well. As in, Conor's just been fucking home, you know, watching guys fight, doing fucking catching charges, not training. Now you're gonna train for 6 weeks, 10 weeks, and going there with a guy like Max, conventional wisdom will tell me he gets fucking cooked from the start of it. He gets fucking cooked, smoked like a brisket. He gets.
What do you mean? What do you think? What's in your head? Walking out when you're getting ready.
I'm thinking all.
I mean, walk out.
I'm just trying to stay calm. I'm trying to keep it playful. I'm trying to be like, this is a spar.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. And then there's so many different things go through your head.
Yeah.
But just keep it simple. Just keep it. Let it be. Whatever it is, it is.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Yeah.
It's going on in the exact same corner across the way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, who's off the gun? He's like, you see that one guy. If you saw that one guy, it's not. It's your off the gun. Let it be known from the bell. Verbalised from the go.
So our gear just arrived from Mjolnir, from Iceland.
The land of ice.
The land of fire and ice. Our corner t-shirts and Conor's fight shorts. So have a little look there at the gear.
Small as well. Wrong size.
That's highly fired. So
We take the small.
After Alex Pereira lost to Cyril Gane at UFC Freedom 250, he claimed Gane landed illegal strikes during the fight. The controversy sparked online petitions from fans calling for Herb Dean to be fired following other disputed officiating decisions. However, Big John McCarthy defended both Gane and Dean, saying Gane wasn't trying to cheat but simply reacted in the moment. He also explained that MMA referees cannot immediately deduct points after every foul, as the rules require officials to use judgment based on each situation.
Say this straight out. Herb Dean is a friend of mine. I love Herb. Herb is one of the nicest human beings that you will ever find. And the one thing I will say is he doesn't want to interfere with the fight. He doesn't, and I don't, and no referee does. The greatest fight I can have is a fight where someone goes, who's the referee of that? Perfect. We have to be equitable, and we have to look and say, what's best for the fighters at the moment? What's best for the sport? What did the foul, if there was a foul committed, what did it actually do to affect the fight? If it did something to affect the fight, you should be taking a point. If it didn't do anything to truly affect the fight, then we try to either give a warning, take positions away, things like that. The real reason you're seeing a lot of, what you have with, the way we do fights in MMA is we have usually 3 rounds. 3 rounds, a point deduction is not like what you see in the NFL with there's a 10-yard penalty. There's a 15-yard penalty. We're talking about a penalty that gives a score, okay? So when you take just 3 rounds, taking that point is a huge difference in the outcome of the fight. So we are hopefully judicious with how we do that. And we're not going to just be, taking points like everyone is talking about. You can't do that because you affect the sport in a negative way. And Dana White would not be happy with that. He's going to be pissed because the fighters are the ones that should be determining who wins the fight. Could, Herb take points on certain things? Yeah. There's times that, he's not taking a point and I would have. And I'm sure there's times that I've taken a point and he wouldn't have, or he, maybe I haven't taken it and he would have. We're all going to be a little bit different in the way that we view things. We're different people, but we all try to be as, together as we possibly.
Pereira was put through a rapid fire challenge and Poatan confidence was on full display.
Greatest in the sport. Khabib versus Demetrius Johnson. Khabib. Georges St. Pierre, Fyodor Emelianenko. Fyodor. Anderson Silva, Adesanya.
Anderson Silva.
Jones, Chimaev.
Jones.
Pereira, Mirko Krokop.
I won't say.
Pereira.
Okay.
Two title. Conor McGregor, Ilia Topuria.
Conor McGregor.
Daniel Cormier, Islam Makhachev. Islam pound for pound number one.
That's one.
Habib, Fyodor Emelianenko.
Fyodor.
Anderson Silva, Jones.
Jones.
Conor McGregor, Pereira. Mirko Krokop, Islam Makhachev.
Krokop.
Fyodor Emelianenko, John Jones. Mirko Krokop, Alex Pereira. And final, Alex Pereira, John Jones.
Alright guys, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching!